Hero Hey did another video on modern audience game dev. So I don't know what this is about specifically. It says and they're getting fired, so I'm gonna take a guess it was about some we'll say poor taste tweets from I know Sucker Punch had some. Think I heard that Bethesda had some as well. Some we'll say brave takes.
Let me just apologize for the lack of uploads the last few
Oh,
days. As you surely know, the internet
holy, ho. I need to play more Marvel Rivals.
has been a pretty disgusting place, to say the least.
Sorry. What? Yeah.
Both with
Agreed.
this horrific clip going around, very graphic clip of what happened to Charlie Kirk, and many people
Oh man, that was yeah. The first clip I saw was the one from the guy in the back. And it looks like Charlie got shot in the chest. So in my head, I was like, okay, maybe Charlie survived. And then I saw the clip from up front, and I was like, oh.
celebrating what happened. And while I'm really not that
And
familiar with
I've seen a lot of graphic shit, but that clip actually is the off-putting to me.
Charlie Kirk, I've seen like maybe 10 minutes of
It's
Charlie
crazy.
Kirk clips randomly my entire
Yeah,
life.
same.
I can certainly say that the clip is disturbing, and what happened to him is disgusting. And as someone who has personally dealt with violence and death in real life, this sort of environment that the internet's been recently is not the sort of environment that I want to engage with. And as such, I've spent the last few days mostly off the
Marvel
internet.
Rivals have destructive.
Not fully,
I only played it for like
more
an
than I
hour.
have in a while.
I don't remember.
And instead spending extra time training with my Muay Thai team and at the gym, because that's the sort of thing.
Wait, Hero Hate is Muay Thai. I love to spar him. Oh,
that makes me feel better during these sort of times, to say, to put it like that, I should say. And yeah,
I would not expect him of all people to Muay
We've got
Thai.
a number of modern audience type game devs celebrating the violence and then very quickly finding out. Legal Mindset 3 hours ago said OSHA is step one to clean up corporate America and investigate extremists celebrating death. Strong legal precedent, HR can't minimize it, reporting can be done anonymously, and it doesn't have the cost of a lawsuit. It's free. Act now if you see a credible threat in the US. Asmongold had responded, saying, "This is great insight.
Oh, these
Honestly, I
comments
didn't
are
know how
going to be
strong some of
absolutely
these
grim.
systems were.
I
Look forward
already
to
know.
sharing this information in future videos." And the reason
This might be the first time in all of history that HR is actually useful.
for this exchange between Legal Mindset and Asmongold is, as mentioned, people are collecting
HR
what
is
a
the
number
most
of these
fucking
modern audience
useless part
devs
of a
have
company.
been saying on their social media
I
accounts.
don't know
And
why, man.
they tend to be saying this
They're
stuff over on
so
Blue
just-
Sky, which takes us over to the next part of the video.
Audio, what?
I was just fired from my job! I was just fired from my job! I have
Love
nothing!
this clip.
I have nothing anymore! Ah! Ah!
I don't know the full context.
It's so funny. And the thing is, I would feel bad for him if I didn't know he was so much of an asshole.
To that one for sure, but people are saying this is one of the individuals.
Also, this anime is fucking shit, by the way. What is it? Not Kiss of the Night. Oh, it's terrible.
Who was advocating for violence on social media.
Actually, no, it's
and then
fine.
got reported.
I've seen
Moving
better.
on from
I've
that,
seen
we've
worse.
now got Crystal talking about this Final Fantasy XIV localizer. Yeah, no surprise there. Named Kate. And Kate had the
Localizers
bright
are
idea to
notoriously,
repost a take from Michael, a disgusting take, as a
notorious,
matter of
we'll say.
fact, where Michael and the people agreeing with Michael and signal boosting Michael, reposting Michael. You get the point.
All I know
Well, they're advocating
is that Sucker Punch, which is ghosts of Yakai, apparently someone from Bethesda and someone from Phase Connect. That's not a game publisher. That's just that's a VTuber group, which I didn't look, but I hope they dropped her.
advocating for a purge of
Because the last thing
people
we need
that
is more VTuber groups in shit.
they dislike. And you know how these individuals are. They dislike 99% of people, if not more. And they try to justify their violence and hate by falsely accusing people. Like I said, we all know how these sort of people operate.
How the fuck
But
does she have
here's what happened
597
next.
followers
Kate's in
and
panic mode.
posts?
People began to take a look for what Kate was saying and other devs were saying on Blue Sky, and then talking
Leaving
about
Blue
what they were
Sky.
saying on Twitter and reporting them to higher-ups. Kate then went on to say, regarding leaving Blue Sky, I'll try to find who I can elsewhere before I ultimately cannonball into the void, but moots are welcome to DM me for my Discord too. probably should have remembered to post this a while. The rest of the world was
Comments are turned off. Now, why would someone want to turn comments off? I'm just saying, there's never a good reason to turn your comments off. Well, not never, but very rarely.
awake. But if you want to delete old posts to prevent trolls from crawling them, this tool is what I use. And when I was initially reading up on it, people said it sometimes doesn't work with account handles.
If you actively post on Blue Sky, that's an immediate red flag, by the way. Like, only fucking delusional psychopaths are on Blue Sky, or who post on Blue Sky. I know there's a lot of people who have an account who just never use it.
email. It has reliably worked for email with me. Also, if you're deleting a lot of posts, it'll take time due to rate limits. Don't forget to save the job code if you want to check up on it. These people are in real time enacting damage control for the horrible things that they have been saying. And
Also,
these
why
sort
are
of
you
people also
actively
often
posting
advocate for
and missing
people
you're
to be
doing
held
damage
accountable for
control?
what they
It's so
say, but
stupid.
here they are running and
If they're
hiding,
gonna do it, don't tell
not
anyone
taking
about it. Just
accountability
do
for
it.
the things that they've said. That takes us to Pirate Nation, who said the Ghost of Yotai dev who celebrated what happened to Charlie Kirk
Yeah, I've
was
seen this.
fired. Because I believe they removed Ghost of Yotai from their bio, and then they made this tweet talking about losing their dream job.
She has pronouns in her bio. That's usually never a good idea. Or a good what's the word? Impression. Even if it's he, him, she, her, and you are like a woman, if you have to put pronouns in your bio, it's quite weird. Polly. She's what? I don't know.
Now, Asmongold and others would question if this person really did get fired, considering that they may have just made that tweet.
I only just now
and changed their
realized
bio to
Pirate
try and,
Nation's
like, take some
profile
of the heat
picture is
off
to get
them,
chat.
making it look like they got fired when they may not have actually been fired. So who knows for sure. I also realized I said tweet when that was a Blue Sky post.
It
I'm still
doesn't
getting
matter,
used to
it's the
making
same
that
fucking
distinction.
thing.
My bad. Nevertheless, Smash JT provided some more interesting insight into this Drew dev person, saying Drew Harrison, who worked on Ghost of Yotai, was allegedly let go from Sucker Punch Productions today for comments about Charlie Kirk. It posted on LinkedIn how much it hates beautiful women being represented in video games. Explains a lot.
Oh.
And so
I find it interesting that when discussions around how games deal with sexualizing characters, it is almost always men discussing how women are depicted in games. Yeah, it's almost like men are the majority of people who play games. So yes, men would be the ones to discuss it. This entire thread is men weighing in on how to reach a middle ground on how to make characters that they find physically attractive. There is no balance because the industry is still heavily skewed by being Kishet? I don't fucking know. Male dominated. Even your example shows the real life women fully clothed in a jumpsuit while the characters in her underwear showing underboob. Underboob is hot, bro. Like, come on. You've literally turned the person who looks and moves like a living person into a stylized Barbie in her underwear. The physical attractiveness of characters is such a moot point to create a good game. Not true. If the character is ugly, I'm not going to want to play them. I want to look like a supermodel or like Giga Chad. Right? I don't like. No one wants to look ugly. Especially in a game. It's like, you can look however you want, unless it's attractive. We don't like that. Because it makes me feel bad. Me, the game designer.
let's take a look at this. My gosh, what do we got here? I find
Also,
it...
like, what is her beef here? Where is it? Like, around here, where she... Examples are real life women in clothes. What's the issue? Do you think they just don't wear underwear? Do you want them to only be in underwear? What is the point?
interesting that when
What are you saying?
discussions around how games deal with sexualizing characters, it is almost always men discussing how women are depicted in games. This entire thread is men weighing in on how to reach a middle ground on how to make a character how to make characters that they
Also, the
find
reason why it would be men talking about women is because the uglification hasn't hit male characters as much as it's hit female characters. Most male characters are still that kind of like Giga Chad look, like muscles on muscles on muscles, with a deep voice, or like the maybe more slim but like hyper charismatic leader type, you know. It hasn't hit male character. It has hit it to an extent, of course, but nowhere near as much as it's hit female characters.
physically attractive. There is no balance because the industry is still heavily skewed by being cis-het male dominated. Even your example shows
Oh,
the real life woman
cis-het.
fully clothed in a jumpsuit while the character is in her
Should
underwear
there not be
showing
a space
under
there,
boob.
or a
You've
dash,
literally
or a
turned the
comma?
person who looks and moves like a living person into a stylized Barbie in her underwear. The physical attractiveness of characters such a moot point to creating a good game. Well, it's actually not.
Yeah,
It
it's just
definitely
not.
is not a moot point at all. I mean, take a look at what happened to Concord. Because contextually, any game that features
Okay, well,
characters
to be fair, everything in Concord was shit.
heavily,
7
so not
years
really
development,
like
by the
grand
way.
strategy, RTS games, etc., obviously, but games like RPGs and hero shooters, as mentioned, games that are more individually character-centric, well, it's no coincidence that people often make attractive
most played
characters when
characters are
they
the most
have
attractive.
character creation options.
Why
Sometimes
do you think
these
I mained Diva in Overwatch? This is when Overwatch 1 was a thing. Do you think I mained her because I loved her voice lines? No. Fuck no, I didn't give a shit.
see people go very far in the other direction and make ugly characters to
I would have
meme
made
around with.
Mercy, but I hate
it's
support
very
roles.
common that when people take creation seriously, they end up making attractive characters. So with Concord, going back to that really quick, I think the price point was also a factor, among other things, for why that game is historically one
The
of
most
the
loved character
biggest
in Concord
disasters
was
in
the
gaming of
literal
all
trash
time.
can.
But clearly, having a hero roster of ugly, boring weirdos in a hero shooter game, well, that was a terrible decision. And Drew here seems to think that
Nuh-uh.
it's a moot point, that such things don't actually matter, which is peak
Such a
delusion.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with attractive characters. It's actually extremely bizarre that the modern audience is so offended by this concept. And so here we have Kirsha
Kirsha.
responding to Asmongold, where Asmon says,
Face.
you guys want to make a list?
I don't even know what she's
If I have
saying, but I
time
already know
tomorrow,
her
I
face.
can put them all together in a video with links to their employers. Kirsha says, Asmon asking for a list of game devs celebrating or condoning what happened to Charlie Kirk. And if you have any posts or videos anywhere, please reply to him with them.
I'm
where
so
someone-
happy that drama with Kirsha happened because it made her blow up so much. It's the same with what's her name, Cinder and Spite. In the moment, I felt really bad for Spite. I mean, I still do feel bad for Spite, but it was such a good thing to happen to her.
And was offended by this, it seems.
I'm not condoning the assassination, but okay, right, that's fantastic. It's so ironic these people have waged war on cancel culture and then continue the same behaviors. They're continuing the behavior, which by the way they're not, but we'll play ball here. They're continuing the behavior because they're just giving you the same energy back. You fucking moron. Gigglypuff. I feel like I've seen her before. They condemned people being fired over edgy opinions. Right, saying making a video dancing that Charlie Kirk died isn't an edgy joke or an edgy opinion. So that's actually just fucking unhinged. Just turn around and do it whenever their turn came, right?
This user saying,
Are there
I'm not
pronouns in her
condoning
bio?
what happened, but it's so ironic that these guys have waged war on cancel culture and then continued the same behaviors, same exact playbook. They condemned people being fired over edgy opinions online, just to turn around and do it when their turn came. Well, they really shouldn't be crying about this, considering that these modern audience types literally made this set of rules where they utilize cancel
Yeah, we're literally
culture
just
and
playing by your
openly
rules here, buddy.
advocate using it. But hey, now that people are playing by the rules that they set, they're suddenly all mad.
Unfair.
They're all upset and fearful about that. It's very much a rules for thee, but not for me sort of moment. So yeah, people are continuing to compile more lists of individuals who are advocating
Bethesda
for
producer.
violence, especially in the game.
I'm not saying, and there's a she they. Listen, I'm just sometimes sometimes it's okay to make assumptions about a person.
Gaming
We'll,
sector, for example,
we'll just say
Bethesda
that.
here, and a Bethesda producer, which Madam Savvy tweeted about, getting a response from Elon Musk who says, "Wow." And Madam Savvy going on to mention that she's documented many more here from various major companies. Asmongold would go on to say,
This is
in
episode 1.
regards to a video he posted about reporting these sort of individuals, that this is episode 1, by the way. I will continue to do this until they are all gone, or the companies that protect them have their reputations destroyed beyond repair. Keep joining the Twitter community. Keep sharing the post. It's working even faster than I anticipated. And that's where I'll close this video for today.
Man,
but
her
hope
fucking
you all enjoyed
ass.
this one.
Anyway, yeah, no, if you're a modern audience game dev, I would suggest you just give up. Just leave. Return to McDonald's, okay? Stop it. No one wants you there. Except like your 3 friends that also happen to be modern audience game devs. No one likes you. Just go home. Just do something productive for society, man. If you're a modern audience game dev, if you just quit and did nothing for the rest of your life, that would still be better than the shit you're doing now. Because at least then, you're a net neutral as opposed to a net negative. You know? Yeah. Don't know how to close this one, so go outside and touch some grass and look up some Marvel Rival. Anyway.